and then you're gonna put yourself in this position. You can't, yo, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the word stupid gets redefined every generation. And we're just sitting here witnessing an upgrade. What's going on, YouTube family? It's your boy Gabos, and we back with another one. The seasons are changing, so it kind of caught me lacking a little bit. But here we are. We got Court Cam, Couples in Trouble, Top Moments, Part 2. It gets no realer than having a ride or die, bro. You know what I'm saying? It gets no realer than having a ride or die. There are a lot of people that sit there, they'll ride all the way to the end with you, and then there are people that actually do it. So with that being said, I bring to you guys Court Cam, Couples in Trouble, Top Moments, Part 2, because I couldn't find Part 1. It is what it is. Like, comment, and subscribe because your boy's consistent. We're going to get right into it, man. Let's see what this is all about.
Please have mercy on Christine and I, so we still have a chance to grow old together as husband and wife.
Now they want mercy,
In
but
South
they do.
Carolina, the sentencing of Jeremy and Christine Moody, who are all smiles as they stand before the judge. No, they are not exchanging vows. They're already married. They're also neo-Nazis who were found guilty of first-degree murder in the killing of Charles Parker and his wife Gretchen. The Moody's targeted Parker, who they did not know, after seeing his address in a sex offender state registry. The couple also believed God wanted them to eliminate all sex offenders. Surveillance footage from the Parker home
So they're
helped
out
police
here
locate the
headhunting
killers,
sex offenders.
as did Jeremy's tattoos.
Am I really mad
including
about that?
Skinhead written across his neck, white power atop his head.
It's like evil
When the
taking
couple
out
were
evil.
questioned,
All
they
right.
didn't deny their guilt. In fact, they both not only confessed, they told authorities they planned to kill more sex offenders. The Moody's pleaded guilty to murder, kidnapping, and burglary, and are in court asking Judge Lee Alford for mercy, as well as the minimum sentence of 30 years in prison.
As charged. Your Honor, not a day goes by that I don't regret this happened.
Cap.
And I know that what I've done is a sin, and I believe that God has forgiven me of it.
Not a day go by that you don't regret killing a sex offender, bro. When that was your sole mission with you and your wife. Now you regret it because you got caught. Like you knew what would happen to you if you got caught, and because you got caught, you regret it. Man, y'all criminals are something different.
Please have mercy on Christine and I, so we can still have a chance to grow old together as husband and wife.
Next, it was Christine Moody's chance to plead for forgiveness.
The Bible clearly states, "Thou shalt not kill." I'm sorry I broke that commandment, but I truly believe God has forgiven Jeremy and I hope you will too. Your Honor, please see it fit that Jeremy and I are sentenced to the same sentence of 30 years. Never kissing my husband or feeling his touch again is my very worst nightmare. Please give us a light at the end of the tunnel. Thank you.
That's a ride or die right there.
After taking in their words of remorse and request to remain together, it's now all up to Judge Alford.
Oh shit.
Brutally killed these two people. They had nothing, no way to defend themselves or anything else. And I tell you that I believe that if these two were to get out of jail,
Y'all do it again.
I would be concerned that they would do exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Have any question. I think it is a case that justice demands.
Sheesh. What's he gonna say? Oh!
After hearing their sentences, the murderous couple share a final kiss before they're separated.
Ew.
But as they exit the court, whatever remorse they tried to convey has quickly disappeared.
Damn.
That's what child molestation is.
I knew he wasn't sorry. That was the first thing I said. I knew he wasn't sorry. You're saying that to reduce your sentence. I can't blame you, brother. I can't blame you. But the moment you get hit with a life sentence, you're not thinking about no appeal. He's going to go and yell out loud. Yo. Oh, man. See you perverts later.
Quickly disappeared.
Perverts later. That's what child molestation is.
I wish I could sit here and be like, I'm
Outside the
mad.
courthouse, the Moody's continue to express their true feelings.
I think Jeremy and I would have done it again if given the opportunity.
Do you have any regrets?
I have no regrets.
course
Killing
not.
that pedophile was the best day of my life.
What about not being able to see Jeremy?
Jeremy and I have a love that will withstand this.
What about what you said in court about repenting? Is that not true?
Shorty said we have a love that will withstand a life sentence.
Then?
No, it's not true. My lawyer made me say it.
Do you have anything to say to the victim's family?
May they die also.
Damn.
Jeremy and Christine
What did I
were
do?
both sentenced to life in prison.
Mom and dad is like, what did I do, yo? Damn.
I am appalled and disgusted by what I've done.
We're in Ogden, Utah, for the sentencing of 41-year-old Dia Millerberg.
Are you really sorry, sweetheart? What'd she do?
3 years earlier, Millerberg, her husband, and their 16-year-old babysitter, Alexis Rasmussen, were sharing alcohol, marijuana, and prescription drugs while engaging in sexual activity at the couple's home.
Ew. Ew.
The partying ultimately turned deadly after Eric Millerberg injected the 16-year-old with her third dose of heroin and methamphetamine, causing an overdose. Eric Millerberg, a convicted felon.
Look at this dude. Like, are we surprised? Are we surprised? Who is out here consenting to sexual activities with this guy? Look at it. Yo, bro. Some people you could just tell they on that shit, bro. Look at this dude's mugshot.
Feared he'd be sent back to prison if they alerted authorities. So the couple drove Rasmussen's body to a remote area and buried her in a shallow grave.
Wow. Wow.
Alexis Rasmussen remained a missing person for more than a month until a tip from a confidential informant led police to her body and back to the Millerbergs. Following the couple's arrest, Dia made an agreement with the prosecution to testify against her husband in exchange for a reduced sentence.
Oh, that's how we bum in? We do the crime together, but we can't spend time together? She gonna go and snitch on her husband to reduce the sentence. Like, yo, and you never really know. You never really know what your partner's gonna do until they have to face a judge. That's what like really exposes someone. For real, for real. Because the other shorty's willing to do life in prison, and this one is talking about, I want a plea deal. This is what my husband did. That's crazy.
She pled guilty to obstructing justice, unlawfully acquiring prescription drugs, and desecration of a dead body.
Cold-hearted.
For 3 years, Millerberg's been allowed to live free out on bail and was able to regain custody of her infant and elementary school-aged child. But now at sentencing, she's facing up to 15 years in prison.
Shit.
Before learning her sentence, Millerberg turns to face the victim's family.
Can I?
You may address the audience, ma'am.
I just want to say that I am appalled and disgusted
Shut
by what
up.
I've done.
Shut up. It's all cap.
And for your family in a way I can't fix. You're in my prayers, and I hope one day you'll be able to forgive me. And that God will give you peace.
Are y'all buying this? Are y'all buying this?
I'm not gonna make excuses for what I've done. I think it would only make things worse. I have no way to express the magnitude of grief that I feel for Alexis' family for what
That girl
I've
was
done.
16, bro.
But I take responsibility. And thank you for just letting me say my piece.
It's now up to Judge W. Brent West to make a decision.
This dude look like...
The bottom line is, Ms. Millerberg, is I do think that prison is the appropriate sentence in this particular case.
Oh!
I realize that 3 years of allowing you to rebuild and your family and everything of that nature.
She
and
thought
then
them
you're
Karen
say,
tears was
okay,
gonna
yes,
save
I'm
her.
gonna destroy that. But I take these cases as I find them to be. I didn't have any control that it took 3 years to bring this to trial.
Judge West was asked by Millerberg's attorney to consider probation over prison, but he has much to consider.
I have to balance society's the need for punishment, the need for rehabilitation. And with all due respect, Ms. Middleburg, sometimes it's not about the defendant. Thank you.
It's about the victim.
Sometimes you do such acts that are such extreme and so heinous and depraved, burying this young girl's body and hiding it from the police. You've got to balance that, and you have to put it all in perspective. It's going to be the order and sentence of the court that you're to serve 3 indeterminate terms at the Utah State Prison of 0 to 5 years. I will recommend that they run concurrent.
5 years?
Dia Millerberg ultimately served 4 years and 2 months in state prison. As for her husband, Eric Millerberg, he was convicted of child abuse homicide, obstruction of justice, unlawful sexual conduct with a minor,
Yeah, that was wild.
abuse or desecration of a body, and was sentenced to 6 years to life in prison.
6 years to life in prison.
These crimes are horrific. It's clear.
Minimum
that
6.
you
I mean,
did
well, he's probably
everything
gonna do
you
life.
could,
So
you and Larissa, to hide evidence to protect yourselves.
Next, we go inside Cuyahoga County Common Pleas Court in Cleveland, Ohio.
what's going on with her?
Judge Nancy Margaret Russo is about to impose a sentence on Larissa Rodriguez and her boyfriend, Christopher Rodriguez, for something unthinkable. The death of her 5-year-old son, Jordan.
My fault, y'all. I'm sick and I'm still out here.
One
So
night, Christopher brought the boy, who had developmental needs, to his mother in a semi-conscious state. She gave him a cold shower and put him to bed. The next day, the child was dead.
holy shinack.
But instead of calling 911, the couple covered the child in blankets and bags full of mothballs.
Why?
Buried him in their own backyard.
Why?
Nearly 2 months later, after a tip from Christopher Rodriguez's brother, police arrive at the home.
The side door on it is
Oh
open.
shit.
Not sure if anyone's inside.
Oh shit.
7220.
Are your kids here? You mind if you step in?
She's shitting bricks.
I want us to check on the well-being of the 4 to 5-year-old kid.
All my kids are good.
Okay. What can we see?
We got to check, sweetheart.
Do you have a child with special needs?
Oh, Jordan? Yes, I do.
Where's he?
How old is Jordan?
Jordan, he is just turned 5.
Where's Jordan at?
He's with his dad. What was the call mainly about?
Just checking the welfare.
She tells police Jordan's in Texas with his father, but she can't provide a phone number to reach them.
So Jordan has family members in Texas.
Yes, yes.
All right. Do you know any numbers or how to get in touch with anybody who actually lives in
Her
Texas?
heart is in her
I mean,
ass right now, bro.
His phone just got disconnected. He just had his phone disconnected. He's going to be calling me with the phone.
She's just lied to police. The following day, police return and confirm the tip from Christopher Rodriguez's brother.
She's
said
done.
The boy's buried in the backyard. Larissa Rodriguez and her boyfriend
Done.
are charged.
Done.
The couple enter into a plea deal. Murder charges are dropped in exchange for pleading guilty to involuntary manslaughter, felonious assault, 2 counts of child endangerment, and abuse of a corpse. Judge Russo sentences Larissa Rodriguez
Your own
first.
kid.
The court imposes a sentence as follows. Counts 1, 2, and 3 to be
How you do
served
that shit to your own
consecutive
kid,
to
yo?
each other and concurrent to the sentence imposed in count 5 for a total sentence of 25 years.
Damn!
But before sentencing Christopher Rodriguez, Judge Russo is compelled to make a statement.
And I look at these photographs, and it's very hard. Mr. Rodriguez, this is a horror.
Sheesh. When the judge uses a word like horror,
I know as a judge I'm not supposed to show emotion. And in 22 years, I never have.
damn.
This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
You ain't coming out of jail, bro.
Whatever this child's life was supposed to be.
You ain't coming. When the judge says I've been doing this for 22 years and I still never seen no shit like this before, you better ask God for a second chance. You better ask God for a rebirth, because she ain't gonna give you one.
Make sure it didn't happen. You and Larissa. I didn't even hear you say you were sorry. I will not accept the recommendation
That wouldn't have made a difference.
for
but
Mr.
okay.
Rodriguez.
Who's he sorry to?
Prosecutors and defense attorneys had agreed to a recommended sentence of 20 to 25 years. But for Judge Russo, the punishment doesn't fit the crime.
These crimes are horrific. You had every opportunity at so many points to make a difference, to get help, to call the police, to ask for help, to try to take him to the hospital. I have to imagine that at some point you got on the internet and said, how do I bury a body?
Damn.
Because this is unbelievable to me. The level of meticulousness that you went through to
Damn.
not be discovered. I honestly don't know how you live with yourself. I don't know how either one of you live with yourself.
And with that, Judge Russo sentences Christopher Rodriguez.
Your sentence follows total sentence of 28 years. It's the maximum sentence available.
Judge Russo
What
goes
state is this?
3 years beyond the recommended maximum the attorneys had agreed upon. Rodriguez appealed the ruling, but
Cleveland.
it was upheld. He and Larissa
would've
Rodriguez
been
are
life in
currently
New York.
serving their terms in separate locations in the Ohio prison system.
Yo, could you imagine, sir? Yo, listen, man. I know, I don't ever wish death or jail on nobody. But could you ever imagine standing there facing a judge and hearing them tell you that you're sentenced to at least 25 years? However old you are watching this video, can you just imagine adding 25 years to your life right now and saying, that's how old I'm going to be when I get out of jail? Bro, I'd be shitting bricks, bro. I wouldn't even know how to comprehend what the judge is telling me. Let's carry on.
I have sinned. I am aware that for my crimes, anything short of death is really merciful.
God
Next, we
damn.
go to Bakersfield,
Anything short of death is...
for the sentencing of Jonathan Hearn.
What do you do?
The 27-year-old pleaded guilty to manslaughter in the death of Robert Limon. Hearn killed the victim because he was having an affair with Limon's wife, Sabrina, and the two wanted to be together. The Limons were part of a local swingers club, and at first, Limon was okay with the affair. But when Limon later asked his wife to stop seeing Hearn, she and Hearn put a plan into action. Instead of a divorce, Hearn went to Limon's workplace, seen here in this surveillance video, and shot the father of two.
Oh, shit.
Hearn was arrested and charged with murder. But the state also wanted to charge Sabrina. Hearn agreed to testify against her to avoid a possible life sentence.
She was somebody that stood out to me automatically as having a real magnetic personality.
When you use the word affair,
It's so crazy the length. No, I need a full screen for this bullshit. You mastermind, you sleeping with this nigga's bitch, right? And you mastermind this idea like, yo, we want to be together for the rest of our lives, but we got to get rid of your husband. You know what I'm saying? She's already married, right? So you take out her husband so you can spend the rest of your lives with her. You get caught for the crime. Now you're willing to cooperate with the feds to reduce your time just so you can snitch on her involvement. Whoa. You can't make up this level of ain't shit ever, bro. What happened to death? You can't, like, are you comprehending this shit? The plan was for us to kill your husband so we could be together. Now that we got caught and your husband's dead, listen, I ain't trying to do life, sweetheart. I need a second chance at this. This shit is crazy, man. But all right, yo, that's just my thought.
you were having sex with Miss Limon.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a primarily emotional affair, though we were hooking up from time to time. We talked about things that I would say normal people who are dating or going out probably wouldn't discuss.
Eventually, the couple began discussing ways to eliminate Limon.
It definitely turned from humor into something that actually began to materialize.
Humor?
After reviewing the evidence, a jury found Limon guilty of murder, conspiracy, and being an accessory.
Damn.
A month later, after Hearn pleaded guilty to manslaughter, he goes before Judge
And
John
he gets
Brownlee.
manslaughter. So, sweetheart, you were better off just staying with your husband. Because you killed your husband to be with a man that snitched on you and gave you basically probably life. You're better off just spending the rest of your life with your husband and not worrying about this guy you met at a bar.
To learn his sentence.
My fault, I'm triggered.
But first, the former firefighter has a few things he'd like to say.
To Robert's family and his dear friends, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for
Firefighter.
stealing your brother, your friend. I'm sorry for the effects of my pride and lust and anger. I'm sorry for my inexcusable involvement with Robert's wife. I'm sorry for the grief that I caused
My fault, y'all.
to
Running nose is
Robert's
killing me.
mother that broke her heart. To the two children whose dad I took away from them. I'm so sorry.
You thinking about it now?
I cannot deserve your forgiveness. I am aware that for my crimes, anything short of death is really merciful. By the grace of God, I am what I am.
It's now up to Judge Brown to determine the sentence.
To be ordered that the defendant serve 25 years, 4 months in prison.
3 months later, Sabrina goes before the same judge to learn her sentence.
As to count 1, murder in the first degree, probation will be denied and the defendant will be sent to the Department of Corrections for 25 years to life.
She asked for probation?
Limon won't be eligible for parole until 2036, when she would be 56. Because of his guilty plea, Hearn is eligible for parole in 2028.
A firefighter.
When he would be just 38 years old.
Hold on. What'd he say?
Just
My fault.
36, when she would be 56. Because of his guilty plea, Hearn is eligible for parole in 2028, when he would be just 38 years old.
He gets a second chance.
Acting immature on the road. I understand that, being on the road, you do have other people's lives in your hand. And, I should have thought about that.
Defendant Cyrus Matthews was there on misdemeanor charges stemming from a road rage case.
As well as is there any way that we can reverse this jail time?
Well, you're going to have to go to jail today. If you need to get out to attend the hearing, we can consider furloughs. Okay, right now,
Nervous. He looking at the back door. He looking at the back. You could. He was out of here once he heard I gotta go to jail today.
Call the police.
He's out of here.
Felony escape if he doesn't get back in this court.
Oh, he out. Where's the security?
Matthews' girlfriend follows him out.
He's out of
There
here.
seems to be a moment of hesitation here on Matthews' part. We now know it's the bailiff trying to reason with him, explaining that his escape.
Where's the
only
security?
deferred
Where's the
charges.
cops? He's just casually able to just walk out the.
No avail.
Oh, he's out of here. Shorty with him too. Shorty heard the judge say this is a felony escape if he does not get his butt back in the car, in the courthouse, and then she's gonna go and jump in the car with him. She's gonna go and jump in the car with him. Can't make up this level of stupid.
Now the Wadsworth police take over.
Who he catching? Oh, they on your ass, boy.
Matthews is way ahead, reaching.
I don't even
speeds of up
understand
to
what
90
county
miles
are
an
you
hour.
in, and you don't have cops in the courthouse.
Officer James Walzer is receiving updates.
Turn north onto Lyman from Maple. He was in an older gray four-door vehicle.
28, he's not. He's running red lights at Hartman.
It's like a movie.
Passing on the right at Williams Reserve. My speed's 90, trying to catch up. Wadsworth, I think we're going to have a code 2. We're going to have a code 2.
Oh, he crashed?
Matthews has crashed into a white
Bruh.
SUV, seen just off the road there.
Where's he at?
He crashed?
That's Matthews' car there.
All right, we're going to have multiple vehicles, airbag deployment. Ma'am, are you okay?
And then the dumbass got in the car with him.
The passengers are a couple and their infant child.
Okay. She's okay. All right, we got squads coming.
Thankfully, they have non-life-threatening injuries.
Ashley, help them get out. Help them get out. He's up here.
Officer Walzer hustles over towards Matthews' car across the road.
You know he ain't dead.
Wadsworth, I'm gonna need multiple squads. I need help, sir. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Sit tight.
I don't know why I did this. Yo, please show him no mercy.
Matthews realizes he's made a truly horrible decision.
Please show him no mercy.
What was going on? Why were you taking off? Because they're trying to lock me up for 90 days and I have a whole life. So what happened?
Do you hit? Yo. He said they're trying to lock me up for 90 days, but I got a whole life. They're trying to lock me up for 90 days. So what am I going to do? Add more time to my sentence. 3 months. You can't do 3 months in a county jail. And then you're going to put yourself in this position. You can't, yo, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, the word stupid gets redefined every generation. And we're just sitting here witnessing an upgrade. We're witnessing an upgrade.
Matthews and his girlfriend are extracted by the Wadsworth Police Department
and
taken to the hospital. Matthews is charged with aggravated felonious assault for injuring his girlfriend and the occupants of the other vehicle. He's sentenced to 425 days in jail.
A year?
Is not charged.
A year? 425 days is a year and a month practically. This man walked out the court and the judge said this was a felony escape. You could commit a felony and serve a year and then crash your car. You cannot make this level of privilege up if you try, bro. A year. A year, bro. Wow. My fault, yo. I'm triggered. This was highly entertaining, though. This was highly entertaining. Just to see how far people were willing to go for the sake of love. And just how dumb, like, every single time you hear criminals get caught, it's always the dumbest stories, bro. And some of these were really on some Bonnie and Clyde shit, like, but, you know, nonetheless. But I appreciate you guys for rocking out with your boy. Like, that dude served a year. A year, Gabos. A year for that. Almost killed. Until next time. Mamba out. A year.